the top, it's time for the video to drop, and today, Jey Uso just won the Royal Rumble. Yeet! I'm going to be starting these Reddit videos here again on the channel, so make sure you go and populate my Reddit channel. That's reddit.com/r/Phoenix Nitro. Go populate it with WWE memes, WWE action figure stuff, WWE video game stuff, whatever you want to see, because on the next Reddit video, I'll be reacting to my own Reddit rather than the WWE and the WWE Games Reddit. It is currently 11:17 p.m. on February 1st. The Royal Rumble just ended, and Jey Uso is your Royal Rumble winner. We're about to go over all of my Royal Rumble thoughts, and we're kicking it off with the Women's Royal Rumble, which I personally thought the Women's Rumble this year was pretty good. I thought there was a nice, decent slew of surprises, if you will. I was delusional. I thought we was going to light it up in some Chuck Taylors with AJ Lee. I think that this Royal Rumble for the women was very, very good. The fact that Roxanne Perez is the new Iron Woman record for the Royal Rumble match is one of my absolute favorite things that happened from the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Not to mention that Roxanne Perez was the final two alongside Charlotte Flair, which, I mean, I don't like Charlotte Flair, but at the end of the day, I get it, I guess. She's the first woman to ever win 2 Royal Rumble matches. I kind of figured when they did her video package return that she was going to be the one to win the Royal Rumble this year. I was hoping I'd be wrong, but I'm not. Other dope moments to me was finding out that Jordynne Grace has officially signed with the WWE. Of course, it was rumored. Now we know for sure Jordynne Grace is in the WWE, and she looked absolutely phenomenal as she did last year in this year's Royal Rumble match. I did not have Trish Stratus on my bingo card for coming out of this Royal Rumble. That might be the biggest surprise for me in this year's Women's Royal Rumble matchup, for sure. Now let's talk about number 30, Nikki Bella coming out, because I'll be honest, I did not care. I did not care. When she showed up at the Raw on Netflix premiere, I was like, okay, she's going to be in the Royal Rumble match, and I kind of just forgot about her. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I will say this, with the way that I watch wrestling, I know there are 1,000 upon 1,000, if not hundreds of thousands, of Nikki Bella fans, Brie Bella fans, and I'm so happy for y'all getting y'all's moment. It's just not personally for me. Now, who do I think Charlotte Flair is going to challenge after winning the Royal Rumble? I think it's got to be Rhea Ripley, because you got to run it back. They're what, 1-1 at WrestleMania against one another? I feel as though you have to run that back now for the rubber match, right? And if I'm keeping in a stack with you, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39 was a absolute heater. Getting that one more time, I'd be down. Maybe add a little gimmick to it. Who knows? Moving on, at the Royal Rumble, the next matchup was a 2 out of 3 falls match between those Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. It was 2 out of 3 falls. Usually on these pay-per-view crowds, they don't really mess with tag matches like that. I felt like the crowd was very disinterested, at least how it came through on the the Peacock. Relax now. So maybe in the live crowd it came off a little bit different, but on Peacock it was very, very quiet, man. And that sucks, because to me, that tag match was an absolute heater. I think the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY are awesome against one another in terms of chemistry. The finish of the match, we saw the Street Profits annihilate the Motor City Machine Guns, and it led to DIY getting the 1, 2, 3 to retain their tag championships. But then the Street Profits annihilated DIY. This man, Angelo Dawkins, hit a home run off of Tommaso Ciampa's back with that crutch, bro. Broke that thing in half. It was insane. So coming out of this, I feel like these are definitely going to be the 3 teams that we see go up against one another, possibly going into WrestleMania. If I had the book, I would put a lot of teams into a tag team elimination chamber match and run that back from, what was it, Elimination Chamber 2015? Run back the chamber tag match. You got a banging tag team division on SmackDown right now. That would go so crazy. And can we talk about Alex Shelley's little slutty zebra jacket? That was so cool, man. Shout out to Alex Shelley. Easily one of my favorite wrestlers, man. And it's so dope seeing him on his first WWE pay-per-view. The WWE Undisputed Championship was on the line in a ladder match. Cody Rhodes went one-on-one with Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens, in my opinion, is one of the best singles ladder match wrestlers of all time. Yes, you got your Hardys. Yes, you got your Dudleys, and you got Edge and Christian. Yes, there are so many people that have competed in ladder matches time and time again. But to me, when you look at every ladder match that Kevin Owens has had in his entire career, bar for bar, the man don't miss, and he damn sure did not miss at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes ain't no slouch either, man, when it comes to these ladder matches. I will never, ever forget that ladder match he had with Sammy Guevara where he was doing crazy spots, bro. It was insane, and they kept that same energy at the Royal Rumble, bro. I was hoping, my hands were touching together, praying like I was Jacob Fatu, man. I was hoping we would see that Kevin Steen package pile driver to El Generico through the ladder bridge on Cody Rhodes. It didn't happen, but something that we did see that did happen was that Alabama slammer from Cody Rhodes to Kevin Owens, and I thought Cody done killed Kevin, bro. The way his head landed between the rungs and his neck almost snapped. Deadly, bro. Absolutely deadly. Cody Rhodes, to me, has slowly been sinking into that Homelander role, and I know a lot of people continue to say that with Cody Rhodes, kind of as a meme, but I really feel like, as of late with his character development, he is slowly but surely building up to a heel turn. Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel at WrestleMania. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna tell you how as well. The fact that Sami Zayn did not stop Cody Rhodes in that big shot where you see Sami going back and forth, looking down at Kevin, looking up at Cody, looking down at Kevin, up at Cody. Oh, I think that's going to get used here coming up real soon. The Elimination Chamber is happening in Toronto. I think Cody Rhodes' next defense will be one-on-one with Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for the WWE Undisputed Championship. However, I think Kevin Owens is going to cost Sami Zayn that championship match at the Elimination Chamber, because Sami didn't stop Cody Rhodes when he could have. And that is what leads us to get Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania yet again. We give a bravo, man, to the shot of Sami Zayn clutching on to a bloodied Kevin Owens as Cody Rhodes is standing over both of them on the announce table, just parading inside his city, yeah? Moving on to the main event of the evening, it was the men's Royal Rumble match, and we started off with a heater. As soon as Rey Mysterio came out at number one, my Booker man senses were going crazy, and I was like, Penta is about to be number two, and what do you know? Cierto Miedo. Penta came out at number two, and I'm gonna be honest, slow down the footage. I think Penta had both feet touch the floor, and that's why they ain't show no replay, because he would have surely been out the Royal Rumble right away. Penta went on to have a very, very dope debut Rumble, man. There were a lot of dope moments as a Penta fan. Y'all know I called it back in the Penta Rumble video I did a few weeks ago. I was so excited to see him square off with a number of people in that Royal Rumble matchup, and I'm very happy that I got to see a lot of different interactions for Penta. I'm not going to sit here and recap the entire Royal Rumble match, but some of my favorite moments, I absolutely loved what they did with Speed in the WWE Royal Rumble, man. I know a lot of people don't like the celebrity interactions like that. You might think it takes away from a spot, but to me, Speed coming out, doing what he did on the live stream, on his live stream before walking out through Gorilla, coming down, the crowd popping like crazy for Speed, and then this man got hit with one of the nastiest spears from Braun Breaker I have ever seen this side of the Sahara. It was nuts, dude. Speed got dumped overhead onto Otis, and Otis dumped that man back on the table. Speed ended up taking a chunk out of his leg. It looked like it was nasty, and you gotta respect it, bro. Moving on from there, though, some of my other favorite moments that happened in the men's Royal Rumble matchup. Can we thank once again with the Jacob Fatu prayer hands out? Thank God AJ Styles has that phenomenal theme back. He's back in the tights. You can keep the pants. You can keep that bum ass theme song. We back to AJ Styles being phenomenal. And it looks to me like we might get a Jacob Fatu feud with AJ Styles coming up. I don't know though. I don't know, because there's a couple other things that happen in the Royal Rumble match that we are going to talk about here in a moment. Jacob Fatu is for sure one of my favorite wrestlers going in the WWE right now. I cannot wait until we get that one-on-one match with Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. To me, that's the perfect SummerSlam match to do. That's what I would do personally. I think that's going to be the moment where Jacob Fatu is solidified as WWE's next top dude. Because you can't tell me Jacob Fatu ain't WWE champion material, man. Cutting some of the greatest promos of this time period, bro. I tell you what, I think Braun Breaker had a show out in this Royal Rumble as well, man. Braun Breaker was on fire. There were so many dope moments in this Royal Rumble match. When Roman Reigns came out and we got the moment between Braun and Roman, that crowd rising up, dog. That reaction right there, so sick. The spear that Braun Breaker hit Roman with, mwah, chef's kiss, bro. That was absolutely delicious. I didn't really like Roman being able to just immediately throw Braun up and over right after taking that spear, but it is what it is. And then we had what was one of the craziest moments in the entire Rumble to me. Roman Reigns and John Cena staring down. It was nuts. And then what happened? CM Punk. Oh, but wait, there's more. It's Seth freaking Rollins, dog. We had an insane moment right there. But let me rewind it a little bit. Let me talk about something real quick. Joe Hendry came out in this Royal Rumble. Everybody got their I believe in Joe Hendry moment. I like the guy's entrance. I do. I like his entrance, but from bell to bell, he ain't my type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he holds up in the middle of that ring. That's all I'm trying to say. I think Joe Hendry's kind of out of his damn mind for not taking a slower amount of time on his entrance in the Royal Rumble. When your most over thing is your entrance theme, why you gonna go out there power jogging your way down? Breathe that moment in, man. However, with all that said, dope seeing the TNA World Champion in the men's Royal Rumble matchup. That was a really cool moment. I know I was talking about AJ Styles earlier in terms of returns. When it came to the women's Rumble, a moment that I want to go back to real quick that I just remembered is Alexa Bliss coming back in the women's Royal Rumble match. That is a dope moment, man. Crowd pop like crazy for Alexa Bliss as well. It looks like she's going to be involved with the Wyatt Six as well, which, you know, I mean, I'm indifferent to. I'm gonna wait to see how it plays out. I hope that by putting Alexa Bliss back with them, that it will kind of inject some new life back into the Wyatt Six. WWE's kind of dropped the ball with that a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like they came in, they were so dope visually, and now they're kind of just, they're there, you know? And I hope that Alexa Bliss being put back in the group fixes that situation. Going back to the men's Rumble now, what a insane moment, man. When we came down to the final, what was it, 6? And then all of a sudden, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns out of nowhere are gone, eliminated, and then all hell broke loose. It was an absolute war. Seth Rollins hit a curb stomp on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was out. Rollins almost killed the Wise Man. We had Punk and Rollins looking at one another. It was nuts. I wonder what is going to happen at WrestleMania, because this is not over with these three. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think CM Punk's favor from the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, is going to be getting him into a main event at WrestleMania. And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more as we continue on with this Rumble recap. The final 3 of the men's 2025 Royal Rumble was John Cena, Yeet. Jey Uso and Logan Paul. Quickly, Logan Paul got up out there, which was awesome. And it came down to Jey Uso and John Cena. And I cannot tell you how happy it makes me that Jey Uso is the winner of the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble matchup. Now, I know you might be saying, Dalton, I thought you wanted Punk to win. I did. I absolutely did. I wanted Punk to win. I wanted Sami Zayn to win. I wanted John Cena to win. Jey Uso wasn't on my bingo card. However, the reason why I love that Jey Uso won the Rumble is because it shows, to me at least, that we are under new times with the WWE, man. Jey Uso is without a doubt, without question, one of the most over people in the WWE today. And rather than in past years, you don't go with someone who is that over, who is that white hot. You don't go with somebody that is doing such dope business for the company. You don't go with them. Instead, you go with what you want to go with. No, they're going with what the crowd loves. The crowd loves Jey Uso, man. And Jey Uso got the moment because of it. Rather than them force feeding whatever they wanted, man. Rather than us seeing John Cena win the Rumble again. Rather than us seeing CM Punk win for the very first time. I'm so happy we got to see somebody brand new that is absolutely over as could be right now winning that Royal Rumble. Am I a Jey Uso guy? No, not at all. But I can respect the decision. Now, I was talking about Cody Rhodes earlier. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this right now. I see a lot of people thinking it's going to be Gunther versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania. No. Come here. Come to the Booker Man. Come to the Booker Man, because the Booker Man can book what your Booker can't. I think we get Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber as Cody is slowly sinking more into a darker and darker character. You saw what he did to Kevin Owens, how he sunk to that dark place. I think Kevin's going to cost Sami. However, I think Cody's going to continue to go to that dark place with Sami. And who has been best friends with Sami Zayn as well as Cody Rhodes? Jey Uso, who is one of the most over baby faces in the entire company right now. Jey Uso, who would be the perfect person to do a double turn with right now? Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes going full Homelander at WrestleMania and obliterating Jey Uso after defeating him, turning full-fledged heel going into 2025's later half of the year. That's my prediction. And what happens with Gunther, you might ask? I think we either get Gunther versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship, or I think we get some variation of Gunther versus Seth versus Roman versus Punk. I think one of those two things happened. There was a moment that caught my eye as Cena's entering the Rumble. Who stared him down at the ramp? Jacob Fatu. Give me Jacob Fatu versus John Cena at WrestleMania. I think that would be absolutely incredible. But maybe we get Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania, because you can't tell me there's going to be a better moment in 2025 than when Jacob Fatu, I hate you, Solo, bam, and he super kicks Solo Sikoa's head off his shoulders. I'm just saying, man, this road to WrestleMania 41 has me interested, has me invested. As I said at the top of the video, make sure you guys go and post over on my Reddit. That's reddit.com/r/Phoenix Nitro. So that way I have stuff to react to on the next Reddit video that we do here on the channel. Give me wrestling memes, wrestling game memes. Give me wrestling figure memes. Whatever you want me to react to on the next Reddit, go throw it up in the Reddit. That's reddit.com/r/Phoenix Nitro. This day to step on a sewer because of it, because I think I'm gonna end up seeing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think the easiest and the number one answer for me, though, without a shadow of a doubt, I cannot sit here and tell you that it's not The Undertaker throwing Mankind off the top of the Hell in a Cell. That has got to be one of my favorite moments in all of WWE history for sure. Imagine if this match happened in the WWE. We got Andre the Giant, and we got him going one-on-one with Giant Gonzalez. Hey, man, with all due respect to Andre the Giant and Giant Gonzalez, I think you got yourself the biggest bathroom break of them all right there. Kevin Owens' shirt game is strong is what this post said. And dude, the Canadian Dream, son of a security systems technician shirt is hysterical. Let's see some of these other ones. He's obviously wearing the Cowboy Bob Orton shirt whenever he was feuding with Randy Orton. We got the Stardust shirt during this feud with Cody Rhodes. We got this, what is that? The Glow shirt. Absolutely. That's the Naomi Glow shirt when he was facing Jimmy Uso. We got Kevin is Right, which that shirt is so fire, even though it's so basic. I love that shirt a lot. We got We the Ones. I don't even remember when he was wearing that one, but that was sick. Okay. We got the Hall of Fame with the Rey Mysterio joint. Okay. We got the American or the Canadian Dream, excuse me, whenever he had the Saturday Night's Main Event match, which that shirt just goes so crazy, dude. And then of course they're showing the side-by-side of the American Dream, son of a plumber, and the Canadian Dream, son of the security systems technician shirt. Somebody on Reddit said kinda missed them with Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. And I'll be honest, man, I do think that's gonna go down as the best era of the Judgment Day, but I don't mind this new version of the Judgment Day at all. I think Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest naturally got so over as a babyface that WWE really had no choice but to break them off from the group. And I think with how Dominic Mysterio is one of the most hated men in all of WWE, it just works out, man. And then you got Liv Morgan added to the fray. There's a good conversation to be had of which version of the Judgment Day was better. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. This person said Dolph Ziggler deserved better. What do you mean better? Double world champion, NXT world champion, multiple time Intercontinental champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, multiple time tag champ, 2-time US champ. I think Dolph Ziggler got his just dues, and y'all know me, man. I've been a Dolph Ziggler hater for quite some time. However, I will say this, pump the brakes on it. His Nick Nemeth run has kind of started swaying me. Maybe I've been too harsh on Dolph Ziggler. Maybe I need to go back and re-witness some of Dolph Ziggler's work. Let me know down in the comment section below, what Dolph Ziggler moments should I go back and watch in my own free time to see if I like Ziggler actually or not. Somebody says, do you believe in Joe Hendry? No, I don't. I don't believe. Thank you. Goodbye. Switching gears to the WWE Games Reddit now. Of course, WWE 2K25 has been recently announced. I haven't really talked about it on the channel yet. I'm very optimistic about this whole island mode. I think it's going to be one of the worst modes personally, like just from the looks of it. I'm going to give it a chance, but I don't think I'm going to like it. It just seems like an excuse for a lot of microtransactions. And I sadly feel like it's going to hold call parts back from microtransactions. But at the same token, I don't know anything about this game. I know as much as y'all do. So when it comes to that, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's cool, but I don't have high hopes. This person asked, who will 2K25's mystery superstar be? And if you didn't know, in the WrestleMania 41 pack that's coming out in the game this year, we're getting the WrestleMania 41 Arena as well as 2 Persona cards for the main event 1 and main event 2, which I'm assuming that means whoever wins the main events of each night of WrestleMania, that gear of that superstar is going to get added to the game, and as well as a new playable superstar. They're asking, who do you think it is? To me, Cero Miedo. Make it Penta, bro, from WrestleMania, because he's got to be on the WrestleMania 41 card. Throw him into the game, fast track him via this method, and get him on in that game, baby. This person says, since 2K is going to have a deeper cut of music from the WWE library, what music do you want to see? Of course, that comes from the Q&A that happened with the developers, where they said that this year they have more access to a deeper cut of WWE's library. I hope that we see a lot of WWE music that is featured over on Spotify, that is currently uploaded over there, such as like WWE The Music 4, that album, such as all of the Uncaged, bro. Because if Uncaged is on there and I can give Phoenix Nitro that Shaman Women's Harvest version of the End of Days theme, oh, that'd be so sick, bro. If I can use Kofi Kingston's unused theme song from way back and put that on Kofi in the game, that'll be dope. However, I do also like the idea of the WWE Anthology as well as WWE Forcible Entry. I think there's a lot of dope, interesting things that they could do with the music. Very excited to see what the library is going to look like and what we're going to be able to use. WWE Games posted a screenshot of what Charlotte Flair looks like in WWE 2K25. So if you're a Charlotte Flair fan, here you go. This person on Reddit said possible new additions for NXT's women division in 2K25. Let's take a look. We got Kalani, Jordan, we got Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Sol Ruka, which in my opinion is going to be one of the most fun superstars to play as in the entire game, I hope. We got Jasmine Nix, Jada Parker, we got Jakara Jackson, we got Tatum Paxley, which is another one I really hope makes the cut for the base game. We got Stephanie Vakir and we got Julia. I feel like Stephanie Vakir and Julia are definitely going to be, hopefully, locks for DLC for WWE 2K25. In terms of everybody else that this person named, I feel like these are pretty good locks for the women's roster here on WWE NXT for 2K25. Wrestlers can now jump from the barricade in WWE 2K25. Y'all saw Seth Rollins hitting that frog splash off the barricade. I really feel like AEW Fight Forever kind of influenced a lot of stuff going into WWE 2K25, man. There's so many different things that was in Fight Forever that is now translated. The music thing we talked about earlier as well. There's a lot of dope stuff that I feel like Fight Forever, for what it was, at least it's helped out the WWE 2K game going forward. You know what I'm saying? The promo system is back in WWE 2K25. And me personally, I gotta say, I wasn't big on promos in the old universe modes, but I'm willing to give this one a chance because the screenshot makes it look a little bit nicer than what it looked like to me anyways on the older games. It looks more like just two options. I'm hoping that the text for these promos is gonna stay in this box you see on screen because it'll be very easy for me to make my own graphics to do a little universe mode, if you will. I know I just posted the ECW Hardcore Hotline every episode video. Make sure you go and check that out if you haven't already. But who knows, man? We might jump into some promos now. We got to see what's going to happen with it. Lola Vice's first look in WWE 2K25. And I got to tell you, man, from this screenshot, that don't really look like Lola Vice to me, man. I don't know if it's the angle or if it's just, that don't look like Lola Vice to me, man. It really don't. It don't in the face. I don't know what's going on there, but that don't look like Lola to me. One of the special editions this year is the Dead Man Edition with The Undertaker. And I'll be honest, I think this is a waste, personally. I feel as though we got a good Undertaker special edition back on 2K14. We got a Undertaker pre-order DLC joint back on 22. I don't feel like The Undertaker's really needed for this, to be completely honest with you. I mean, we're getting Brother Love as the manager. I love you, but I don't care for you being in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna really use Brother Love like that. A playable urn as a weapon, that's pretty cool. I'll give them ups for that. But like everything else that's in that pack, I feel like we could have did a better special edition than that. Shout out to Macho T for posting this. Somebody posted Macho's tweet on the Reddit. 10 new WWE 2K25 details that got Macho's attention was My GM Online. Deontay DDJ, this is your call out right now, Buster. We got to run the ones in My GM Online, man. We got to do it. One video, that's all it takes. One-on-one. Me versus you, what's good? We can finally settle who the better GM is after Raw. We got a third-person camera, which to me, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to wait until I play it to see how it feels. You can destroy some of the LED stuff apparently now, which I feel like that got taken from AEW Fight Forever, which is pretty cool. Every match type is now intergender, which that's going to be really dope to do a lot of different content with, man. I can't wait. I got a lot of plans already with that. There's now 8-person brawls, which to me, I don't think I'm ever going to do that, but it's nice to have it in the game for those that want to do that. And additionally, there are 2 new brawl environments. We have obviously the backstage brawls, but we are now going to have the NXT parking lot, which is really cool. I hope there's going to be a night and day version. You know, back on 2K19 with the Custom My Career series, I used up that BCW BCW parking lot, BCW parking lot arena for all of the Nitro promos. So let's run it back, Turbo. And the other one is the WWE Warehouse, the Archivist. The Archivist? Is that how you pronounce that word? I don't know how you pronounce that word. I'm a little dumb. But the WWE Warehouse with all the WWE goodies in it. Of course, we just went over the Universe Mode promos. Very interested to see how that plays out in real time. And last but not least, Slingshot Tech is no more in the Showcase Mode. There are going to be fully animated cutscenes again. I love that. I hate Showcase Mode personally, but if you're going to do it, at least animate the in-game cutscenes, man. I'm glad we got this back. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap up the first Reddit video back. Make sure, once again, you go and populate my Reddit over at reddit.com/r/Phoenix Nitro. The link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much, and as always and forever, take it easy though, y'all. Peace!